Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night whenever you are tuning into this video. Thank you so much for joining and welcome back. Welcome to Abstract Medicine and a Happy New Year if I have not mentioned it. So as you can see, I'm going to be doing a reading today and it's all going to be about what's happening with these retrogrades, what's happening with the Mercury retrograde currently, what's happening with the Venus retrograde currently, and Uranus is also in retrograde. It's not really about looking at the particulars of the planetary changes, but it's more about the internal and maybe external changes that are happening for you. So I've already charged my tarot deck overnight. I've got my hot cocoa. I landed yesterday from Italia and don't have any groceries. So I've got hot cocoa today, this morning, lovely, nice and early. So let's have a look. You can also see that I brought my heart crystals as well from Italia too. I thought you would like to see them as well. So, right, let's get started. So, ancestors, guides, angels, please help me to deliver the messages that Abstract Medicine Collective need to hear right now. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got this deck as well we're going to be using. Right, so I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're staying safe and sane, that you're using your intuition, your natural instincts as well. And that you are being compassionate with others and other people's opinions and perspectives as well. Thank you. Okay, so the Two of Swords has actually just come out, but I'm going to put this back in the deck. If it comes out again, then it's going to be of importance. So I would say that there is slight hesitation possibly for some of you to make a decision. It's kind of maybe you have a choice to make and you're kind of in your head about it, about making a choice between one thing or the other. This could also be between one party or the other, one person or the other, or one job and another possibly. But anyway, let's let's really get into this, okay? They asked me to do one more, okay? Okay, are we ready? Let's get into it, okay? So, wow, okay, so we're starting the reading with a major arcana. We have the Devil card here. It's very interesting because I actually had a dream of this card 2 nights ago. Very interesting. Some of you are experiencing some sort of, I'm hearing trauma, or you're being reminded of a trauma, possibly again. Some of you could also be overworking or already thinking about working too much. Maybe you're stuck in a loop for something, possibly. This could also be an addiction of sexual desires, possibly as well, or even alcohol or drugs or anything that's of an addictive trait. I feel like a lot of you are healing this, to be honest. That's what I'm feeling. With the Hierophant card, I feel that there is something that you are doing quotidianly, so something you're doing every day. Maybe this is something you're doing religiously as well. Maybe this is also something where you're getting involved in some sort of, be careful, because I'm hearing there's a cult, possibly a cult following. So this could go either way. This could go in terms of social media. This could be, some of you could be creating a cult following, possibly. But some of you, I feel like there could be something around you, maybe in the outer universe or the outside of your circumference. I'm hearing outside of your realm, in your physical world around you, you're hearing or you're seeing about some sort of cult. This could also be in the government as well. For me, the Hierophant, for me as a reader, is also the government too. And then we have the 6, 7, and 8 of cups there. So I do see, as I said before, I feel like you're really healing some toxic behaviors or toxic patterns. Particularly this time, I think, you know, with Mercury retrogrades in particular, it has something to do with reevaluating and relooking and reviewing. So some of you could also be reviewing these traumas or reviewing these aspects that have been big big elements of your life, you are, you know, moving away from as well with the 6, 7, 8 of cups there. Okay, and in terms of love, because Venus is now in retrograde as well, you'll be happy to hear that there are, you know, changes in your internal where you are releasing toxic people from your life. You're also releasing toxic relationships from your life in order to make way for something better, is what I'm seeing. And I think that, you know, your time of being in codependent or toxic relationships, romantically speaking, has now ended. And I think this has been a major lesson and a major chapter in your life that you're changing at this time, or at least this is what's happening within your, I'm hearing recalibration of your internal to physical, external body, and the perspective of what's seen outside of your internal world. And again, what I'm hearing is whatever you are creating within and whatever's changing within, whatever you're mulling over, I'm hearing, is going to be reflected externally. So this is necessary work. This is giving me the energy of needing to do some shadow work as well. Maybe there's an element of dark night of the soul as well, possibly. And, you know, we have the Knight of Cups here, and so that's where, you know, a new love comes in, possibly. That's where maybe this is you being a bit more flirtatious, being a bit more open, romantically speaking. For some of you, there could be a commitment coming through as well, especially of a high vibrational nature. A major commitment could be coming in for you as a result of these changes that you are currently doing during these retrogrades. I can't remember. Usually it's like 6 weeks, Mercury retrograde. Venus retrograde is going to be a bit longer, but you can have a look online. And then we have Uranus in retrograde. So Uranus for me is, well, Uranus categorically is the planet of expansion. So there could be something that you are expanding. So there could be an element of something, I'm hearing something that's been exacerbated, or something that I'm hearing has run its course in terms of toxic behaviors, patterns, relationships, have been esaurito, I'm hearing in Italian, which has been overexhausted. So, you know, this could also be relationships, marriages as well, where there have been toxic, codependent, negative, low vibrational, painful, traumatic relationships. You know, I see one individual definitely moving away from that energy, and, you know, making way for love. But also, this is something in terms of Uranus. I feel like there's a necessary need to really expand it. I keep seeing Scorpio energy. So I keep hearing like this scorpionic energy of something that's been below the surface has had to come through and expand and really reveal itself for the last time. Yeah, and look, we have Page of Cups here. So, you know, we have a message of love, possibly an apology. This could also be an apology from a friend. This could also be an apology from someone who has been had been the perpetrator of, I'm hearing, a negative environment or a negative onslaught or assault, possibly. There could be a message here of an apology possibly coming through for some of you. And then we have the Hangman. So we've got 3 major arcanas here. I have to say this is Taurus energy here, Capricorn energy, and Pisces energy here as well. You know, I feel like some of you have held back from moving away from certain toxic behaviors, and I feel like now that you have moved away from that energy, whether it's a person, situation, thing, I do see that you're also now looking, I'm also hearing, weighing the pros and cons of that previous situation. And I see that you're seeing things in a different perspective, because I feel like when you're in that sort of pattern and situation that's very low vibrational, it can really cloud your judgment. And some of you could be Pisces, but it doesn't matter. It's more of the energy of seeing things in a different perspective, but also seeing things in a higher light as well. Some of you could also be getting an illumination on account of these internal changes and physical changes too. I do see a lot of you are awakening love within you as well. Beautiful. We've got the 9 of Wands here. You know, some of you may be hesitant in the near future, possibly, to partake in romantic interests. I'm seeing some of you kind of like blocking that a little bit, but I do see that there is something of a high level of a commitment here, possibly, where it has something to do with maybe you having the same ideas or philosophy with someone else. Maybe there's something in terms of your tradition, your background, your culture, where both of you are quite similar. So there could be something here, but I feel like there is one person who's a little bit stubborn about bringing love in or allowing love to come in. Okay. And then we have the Ten of Wands. You know, with the Devil card and the Ten of Wands, this is telling me some of you are really overworking a little bit, especially as we're entering, well, as we've already entered this new year. But I'm also hearing that there could be some overworking here in the first month of January as I'm tuning into this video. Again, as you know, all of my videos are timeless, all of my readings are timeless. So whenever you're tuning in, it doesn't matter the actual month or whatever retrograde is going on at the moment that you listen. But I do see that some of you could be burdened. Some of you could also be overwhelmed and burdened by a toxic behavior as well, or an addiction. You know, take it how it resonates. It could be anything, whatever puts you into a state where you're constantly thinking about something or constantly thinking about someone, or even a state where you're constantly doing something that's not in your highest interest for your good health, or even being with someone or partaking in sexual activities that are not really in your highest interest or your highest resonance, then I see that this is something that's really burdening you. And I think there's a need to open up here, and also allow yourself to forgive yourself as well. For me, the energy of apology is also the energy of forgiveness too. Not necessarily accepting the behavior or situation, but it's the energy of actually forgiveness as well. Maybe this is the energy of forgiving yourself for past sins. I'm hearing that's the channeling that I'm hearing. So we've got 9 to 10 here. So that's a progression from one step to the next step. So be careful if you are seeing someone who looks like candy, I'm hearing, and is glossed with all this like delicious energy, but actually behind that there could be something that someone could tie you into a situation that could be very, very low vibrational. So be careful, because not all that glistens is not gold, I'm hearing. Okay, be careful that you don't get trapped again. It's really important to see things in different perspective with people. Now that you've gained knowledge, don't allow yourself to fall back into that trap, I'm hearing. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Some of you are also really excited about this new journey that you're starting. You know, when you move forward from a situation that's been toxic or low vibration and very heavy, then it's not always easy. But remember that you need that initiation energy. You need that spark of life. You need that energy of inquiry as well when you start something new. But for some of you, in terms of romance, be careful that you're not just following your sexual desires in terms of something, because I see that, you know, you could be tempted by something that could lead you back into a trap. And underneath that, we have the Six of Cups, which is beautiful, and we have the Chariot sneaking through too, and we have the Five of Pentacles. For some of you, this could work 2 or 3 ways. Yeah, and we've got communication. Okay, so I will say that for some of you who have been healing toxic behaviors or energies, or moving away from toxic people, let's say, I see that there could be something to do with a lost love, possibly, that you've not met before or not met yet in this lifetime. This could be a soulmate, a true high vibrational divine match. Yeah. For some of you, be careful, you could be entertaining, or someone could be coming back from your past, very common in Mercury retrogrades as well, who may have done you wrong. I'm hearing slain. I'm hearing there could be someone with the initial S and L in their name, possibly, where you had been left out in the cold, maybe even that made you really sick. You know, the Five of Pentacles is someone, or 2 people who are very sick and are ailing, you know. So this is someone who does not have your highest interests at heart. They don't care about your well-being. So I don't want to tap into energy too much, but it's the energy of someone maybe coming back in who could be trapping you again with that energy. There's also a strong energy of Cancer here. There could be someone returning with fast communication. They may not have good intentions as well here with the Five of Swords as well. This could be someone communicating to you on the internet as well. This could be someone, again, who you've moved away from and it was difficult for you to move. So move away from that situation. It was a real burden, emotionally, mentally speaking as well. Some of you may have relocated or even travelled away from this person. And it was slow energy at the very beginning to move away because, you know, there was an attachment there, and sometimes it's difficult to shed people's energy and the energy of attachment too, and the energy of true enlightenment as well. Or however many times you receive that enlightenment, is also shedding the need to attach yourself to someone, a thing, a place. For some of you, I do see that there is travel and relocation, and I do see there's very fast movement here with the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. Some of you are really wanting to travel, wanting to relocate. This could be the Uranus retrograde that's bringing that in for you as well, in terms of that expansion energy. Also, it goes without saying, you know, Mercury retrogrades, generally speaking, just to pay attention to your vehicle, your car as well. Just, you know, go slow. Don't rush too much as well, because I do see that there is a possible accident here with the Five of Pentacles too. If you zoom too fast, there could be something here, you know, that could put you in a situation where you might be in crutches, I'm hearing. So please pay attention to your vehicle. Go slow, go steady. I'm actually going to the countryside this weekend, so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be driving with my friend, which is sweet. So yeah, that's a message for me personally as well. Okay, so let's move these cards out of the way. Okie dokie, and let's also now look at the these cards. La cartomancia francese, or whatever it is. Okay, so we have contrarietà, dispiacere. So contrariety and displeasure. For some of you, you could be experiencing some sort of someone who could be upset about you, or have contrary opinions to your decisions possibly. And then I did mention a countryside trip, but we had a trip to the country, which is interesting, with Scampagnata. Very interesting. Okay, so yeah, there could be some contrary, I'm hearing litigations. There could be a little bit of tension between one of you or some of you, with another party. 33 could be significant as well for some of you too. This is also the number of mastery and teaching too. So for some of you, are really learning how to master certain skill sets, maybe even learning how to master a gift, or learning how to master how to communicate with people who are contrary to your opinion. Some of you are also moving to the country, maybe. Some of you are also just needing a break from the city or around lots of contrary opinions and people as well. In the vitrine here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 of Pentacles. And we have here in the vitrine 4 of Wands. So the 9 of Pentacles is the energy of, you know, being single, ready to mingle, looking fine, looking great, wearing fine clothes as well. You know, this lady has very fine clothes, and there could be people who are saying, you know, you look so different, why are you changing, you know, or there are people who are having contrary opinions to why you are single, or you've recently become single, because we're here with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands here, which is the Four of Clothes. Four of Wands in the Tarot is marriage and celebration, and I think some of you are really going to be celebrating and having some fun as well. Something that's stable as well, but also having some fun with someone in the country of an opposite sex, or someone of a romantic interest, or a friend as well. You know, this is also slow energy here with the asses or donkeys. You know, it's a necessary rest, I'm hearing as well, or a necessary need to have a different perspective as well is really important. But yeah, there could be some contrary opinions to you being single and looking fantastic and being very independent. You know, there are people that are very against strong women or strong people in general who have their own mind, you know, speak their own mind too. Let's have a look at these cards. I've forgotten the name of them. Lemurian Tarot, I think. Lemurian deck. Let's have a look. And then we'll close out the reading with the Archangel Power Tarot cards as well. one card for the collective, please. Spirits, thank you so much. Okay. More than one? Okay. So we have this card here. And we have this card here. Okay, so I'm going to read this card first. Image-wise, you are definitely ascending. You see how there's an individual here that's going up and up and up towards the star, towards the wish fulfillment, but also something that they've been dreaming of as well. They've been wanting and desiring, and it's something that's quite far away, but this could actually be your dream come true. Just let the sirens pass. Yeah, I see that there is something, and I see that there is I'm hearing an Atlantean spirit who's really helping you along this journey as well, an Atlantean guide as well. I also feel like this Atlantean guide could also be helping you to open up your crown chakra as well. You could be wearing, or you could be seeing a lot of purple orbs and blue orbs and green orbs as well, by the way. So Star Seer, have you ever headed towards a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Amazing. Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going, and the star she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities, even when the route is not as direct as you imagined. Listen to your intuition and know you have got this. Beautiful. Lovely. If you'd like to take a screenshot of that, of course, you're more than welcome to do that now. And then this card here is Earth Star Chakra. Initiation, and remember I spoke about the Ace of Wands being an initiation energy, so we have initiation here. And also with this card, it looks like, again, it's like the third eye is opening up here, as I mentioned before in the previous card. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes, and hold the blueprints of who and what you are, and what we are, rather. This place is clear and grounded despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. Beautiful. Well, welcome to take a screenshot of that too. Okay, one more card, and it's going to be from the Archangel Power Tarot guides. Archangel Power Tarot cards, rather. Let's get one card from the Archangels. I feel like that one leapt. Okay, so we have King Gabriel here. Keep your eyes on the big picture, okay? Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others as well. And we have generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. So this is the energy of fire as well, okay? So there's a need to keep your eyes on the big picture. Do not get distracted. Do not get distracted on anything that is low vibrational, that's distracting you of a toxic pattern, people, situation, places, things, because you are destined to have a successful life, and whatever you are experiencing right now internally is going to be changing and transmuting and transforming to a higher level in your physical world, I would say, into something successful. So genuine concern for others. This is someone who's very compassionate as well. So that's all I have for you, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next reading as well. If you would like to like, share, and subscribe by pushing the notification buttons as well and pressing the like button, I really, really appreciate it. Take care. Wonderful people. Lots of love. Bye for now.